Hello all, this is CADsoft again. We are going to start a new training course, this time for AutoCAD 2016. And before starting to present the course, I'd like to leave a couple of topics and ideas. First, to explain a little about the reason why we are starting with a new training course after the one that we release for Varicad. Um, we have a lot of people asking for where to get materials, explanations. We here in Portugal give also some training courses for AutoCAD, and we have people over the internet which contact us about questions and about support in AutoCAD. So we've decided to release a training course first under the YouTube with videos, but in the end of the course will be also released exercises and the theoretical course. The full package will be paid as on the previous one, but the videos will be free. Okay, and for the guys interested in doing this full training course, we will support you technically, free and included on the price. So anyway, this will be a course long because AutoCAD is very it's already a complex software, and to cover everything about the software, we are going to avoid to make too longer videos. So we will try to keep these as far as possible under 15 minutes per video. But anyway, this will lead us to many lessons that we'll try to release over the next couple of weeks. It will be very interesting to have your comments, your contact on the base of the email, to give us ideas, to make your comments about how do you feel the lessons, what do you think, it's clear, it's not clear, and it's good to have your feedback. So please feel free to send us anything that you feel important for the accomplish of this task. So I wish you the best, and I hope to see you not only for this first lesson, but also seeing, and I hope enjoying all the videos that we are going to release from now on. So starting with AutoCAD, this will be I'm planning about 150 lessons. It's a quite big number, and the first one is called Exploring the Interface, just a brief explanation of what you get when you start with the AutoCAD. So I'm using a student version for the purpose. I think it is okay. And I've just installed the English version in my laptop. So I've opened the software, and when the program starts, this is the look of the screen. So you have a couple of informations. This is quite easy, and you have the opportunity to get started already with open files, previous and some sample drawings, recent documents that I don't have any because I haven't done anything with the software. And besides, this is split in two tabs. So we have a tab for create and another one for learn, where if we click, we can go and see some other materials that AutoCAD has available, like what's new, a couple of features, getting started videos, Okay, I think it will help a little to see this kind of stuff, but uh, what we plan to make difference in this training course, it's to be more practical than the videos we we have here for on the standard installation. Okay, I think this is the main advantage, that we will try a practical approach to your learning. So at this stage, I want to go to the normal interface where we can work. So I will go to this little tab here and make new drawing. And now I'm looking for the standard interface of AutoCAD. Um, this can be customized, but we will work always on the standard package, on the standard look, because otherwise it will be difficult to teach you anything if we go and change what is the standard look. So starting now. So this is the typical layout. We have a lot of elements here, and let's try to see a little what is important on the interface, because it's the first approach that you need to make to this. So first, we have here on the upper left corner, this is the A for the AutoCAD, and you have an arrow. So if you click on the arrow, something will open, this dialog box, and this is called application menu. And here it is simple. You have a couple of options for making new files. Okay, you can have several options inside of each of these entries. Open. Okay, now I went to this. Sorry. Save, the save as, and the save as. You have the different formats you can create. Okay, the DWG that we are going to see later. What are the different formats, the different possibilities? The DWT for the templates and so on, and the exports. Here on the exports, okay, the possibilities for PDF, for DWF, etc. Publish also by email and other types for the printing, and some drawing utilities like these tools for recovering a damaged file, purge, audit, etc. Okay, and the close for ending the current drawing or all drawings. And we have a couple of options. Here in this button we can reach this dialog box that has many options, and we are not going to see them now. This is something for a later lesson, where we can customize and define everything, all the settings of the software. So application menu. Then on the side we have a quick access toolbar, where you can have some of those functions. You define what you want, but you have this new, open, save, save as, whatever, the plot. This is called the quick access toolbar, and you can the undo redo, you can click and inform the program what are the things that we want shown. Okay, we have also here the workspace, where you can define, and I'm not going to work with this, I'm going to leave it standard for now, the look of the software. Okay, we can customize this kind of things. Besides, we have here the name. Now it does not show anything, but here will appear the name of the file where we are working. Okay, this is a search box, and on this side here we have something that is called Info Center, and the Info Center basically will allow us to access some help commands. Sorry, just see a little about my sheets. This is something that allows us to search and look for some help, okay, and feedbacks and so on. So, for example, let's try to open the help to see what happens. You can see, you can search for and see for commands. Okay, some videos you can search for example, you search for line and you have a lot of entries, okay, for line. You have this kind of information, how to work with these, all the explanations and things related. So it is very good if you know little about what to search, so it's a very nice tool. Then you have below, you have the ribbon, which is this area here, which in fact is the biggest change for some of the previous version. 2 or 3 versions before, we had a completely different look in AutoCAD. So this ribbon was a new kind of interface, and you have a lot of new things happening. So now the program is much more graphical, and you have groups, okay? You have the draw group where you have the commands grouped inside, and then inside each group you have functionalities like, for example, what we can call the hidden panels. So the name of the group, if you click and it has an arrow, then you have other functionalities. And now with this open, you can click on this push pin icon, and then it is open and fixed, okay? You can have also inside one command, for example, the circle command, you have more options because you have an arrow, and if you click, it will open the options, okay? Another functionality probably that you've seen already, it is when I hover on one kind of command, this kind of thing happens. So you get a help, which it should introduce you a little to what is possible to make with this command. You have the 1, 2, 3 in this case that will show the order to click and to create whatever you want. So this is the biggest change. And besides these groups, you have these menus over the ribbon which open you different groups in the ribbon. Okay, so you have a lot of things here to work with. Okay, this in fact has a lot of options, so that's why the course will be long. I would like to show you also one functionality which is sometimes if this ribbon bar is not shown, then you need to, and we will see this area where I'm writing. We need probably to write ribbon if this is hidden for some particular reason, okay? If you, in this area that we can call command line, if we write ribbon, then this ribbon will appear. So if you have problems, please take a note of this because it is important. Then coming down a little more, you have this part here, which are the tabs. And the tabs, as you can see, we have this start tab, which was the tab when we start the software, with this look that we talked already. And I've clicked on the plus sign and created a new drawing, so this tab here, okay? And every time I click on the plus sign, I create a new drawing, so I can have multiple drawings here. So these are the tabs for creating new drawings. Quite simple, so you can have as many as you like. Then we come to the drawing area, which is this area here. And on the drawing area, first we have these options here, which are called viewport controls. And the viewport controls, we have a couple of functionalities. If you click on these options here, more things are open. We will see later a little deeper what all these options do. But for example, the standard views, and this is not required for working in 2D. If I click here, then I could choose a different view, okay? And the same for the type of visualization. Instead of being a 2D wireframe, I could have shaded or other types, okay? So I leave it standard because for the initial work it's enough what I got here. Then all this black area, in my particular case, it can be other colors. Some like white, others like it dark, so it's up to you. This is called the drawing area, and it is in fact the area where we work, where we create things, okay? So now on the right, this guy here is called the view cube. And the view cube, basically because it allows us to rotate the views and so on, it is used preferentially in 3D parts, in 3D work. So this is something that we will leave it for future lessons where the 3D will be explained. So now just keep this idea that this is used to manipulate the views and the way we can rotate and deal with our parts in 3D. In this area here we have the navigation bar, okay? And some of the functions we have on the navigation bar, we have them also here. But basically we can have possibilities like, for example, the pen. And the pen, as you can see, allow me to move around the screen. Or the zoom, okay, what is defined. And if it was interesting, which is not in this case, the orbit or other things like this show motion, which it's not important here also. And we have also the full navigation wheel that I can drag in my screen and have, for example, the pen, okay, or others like center, in this case not interesting, up and down, or zoom, okay, several options. Or let us clean it. On the zoom, I have these little arrows also below the commands, and if I click, I have options, so I can choose different kind of zoom. In this case, for example, a zoom window that we are going to see better later also. For sure, we have also the mouse that give us direct access to the basics, the pen, the zoom, the rotate with the wheel, and the combination of the left and right mouse keys. So coming a little below, we have this UCS icon. For now, I will let you know only two basic features of this. That it is when we work with the 2D, we are working on a two-dimensional plan. So we are working on these X and Y plan. So the Z is not seen. Okay. So this has this kind of look, and this is when we start with the AutoCAD. If we don't care about this, we have a coordinate system which is called the world coordinate system. It's what we can call the 0, 0, 0, 0x, 0y of the system. It's the base. The user can create new coordinate systems, which we will call user coordinate systems, whatever the user wants and for his personal needs. But this original one will never be lost. Okay, this is something also that a little up front will be deeper looked. Almost reaching the end, we have one of the most important areas of the software, which is the command line. Okay, the command line, it is this white area here. I'm going to click there, and basically this is where we can interact with the AutoCAD. Because these kind of programs, these CAD programs now are more graphical, so people start to look only for the icons where they click. And this program interacts with us, making questions, waiting for answers, and everything appears in this area. Okay, I will give you a quick example. I could draw a line and I have the icon here. Okay, no problem. It's one option, and if you look into this command line, you see that is asking for something. Okay, it does not matter now, but just to make you understand that everything which is happening is passing here. Okay, everything will happen here, but I have the possibility, instead of coming to the icon, to like this. You see a little below in this box that is opening, you see below that I have a line. So if I write line, I will access the exact same command. Okay, and then when I access it, it is asking me specify the first point, so I need to give him the point. And now specify next point. Okay, is asking always for new points. Okay, so I know what is going on, what the software is requiring due to the messages that are appearing here. So this is very important. We are going to return to this notion later also. Below this command line, we have this area here with more tabs that are called status bar, and this is tabs here and a lot of options here. So this status bar allow us to work with something that is called model space and layout space. So we are in the model space, and the layout space, it is a graphical arrangement of what is done on the model space. So in fact, what we can do with the layouts are a kind of a preview of a paper sheet. There are a couple of more functionalities inside. This is a very basic notion, but just to give you a rough idea now to start. And on the right area, we have a lot of options like this, the possibility for the grid, the snap mode, ortho mode, and some dynamic modes. Okay, that all of these we are going to see them each one individually, how to work with this. But basically these are a kind of auxiliary functions to simplify our work inside the software. The purpose of this first lesson as a rough presentation of the graphical interface of the AutoCAD, it is done. I hope not to be not being too long in this first lesson, and I really hope that you can join me in this full course. So the new videos will not be released on a daily basis, but very often. And I hope to have your comments and ideas for the next lessons. Thank you.